500 episodes in. I can't believe we're really here. I've reviewed so many fun, cool, interesting figures, and garbage! Garbage! I think it's time we review something big, maybe like a masterpiece, or a giant titan, or something old and classic, maybe something that everyone loves. Oh look, it's the movie that traumatized everyone! Perfect. It's the 80s and Hasbro's big moneymaker was flying off the shelves. The cartoon was doing its best to market the products in a 30-minute commercial. With its popularity and massive success of an incredible and creative brand, they took the franchise to the next logical step. This was also meant to help weed out the older cast to promote the new toys being sold at the time. However, with its dark and grim themes, it seems the franchise took a dive. Not enough for the franchise to close out, especially considering they cut the live-action stuff from Studio Series for a while to give us the cast, and hey, the big daddy who showed up returned to theaters in Rise of the Beast. So sit back, relax, have a therapist on speed dial, and let's dive into the experience that is the Transformers the movie. So big it has 2 "thes" in the name. In the cold unknown of space, an ominous and haunting object floats by the dancing flares of stars. It's clear this demented thing acts without hesitation as it takes a quick bite like a Wendy's burger. You know, it's kind of scary to think that a civilization like us could be Unicron chowder. I mean, this whole planet got wiped out in an entire minute. Now that's what I call fast food. Why are you laughing? All these people died. Well, sucks to be them. Logo time! You know, for someone that wasn't born in the 80s, the soundtrack is the experience. Wait, Leonard Nimoy, did I put in the wrong movie? No! So it's the far inconceivable future of 2005. A bunch of Autobots prepare to regroup on Earth when Laserbeak drops in to spy. If only they had a VPN, like our sponsor. There is no sponsor. Let a man dream!
Now all we need is a little energon, and hopefully nobody gets shot in the shoulder. Right, Braun?
What?
The Autobots are off to another, presumably harmless adventure. Laserbeak returns, prompting Megatron to scold Starscream for some reason.
Unlike some of my other warriors, you never fail me.
Lord Megatron, do you perhaps acknowledge some of the things you say in the workplace are probably deemed offensive?
I would eat your kidneys as your family watches helplessly.
And that is why you're the boss and I keep my mouth shut. Ah yes, finally we get to see those classic Autobots we know and love, like... No, not Prowl! No! Ratchet, my beloved! Not Braun! Stop it! Oh yeah, him. Welcome to Hot Ones. Today we have Prowl. Oh! Enter Hot Rod, the young, brash Autobot who's not Luke Skywalker despite being the chosen one that will blow up a planet-sized machine. Hot Rod uses a fishing pole, Luke Skywalker uses a lightsaber, so they're totally different. I could question why an Autobot is fishing, but something else smells fishy.
Get out of here!
Hot Rod and Daniel check out the arriving Autobots, but the Decepticons use a shuttle as a Trojan horse that begins a big battle, starring your favorite characters you've never seen before, like cool aviators with shoulders, Micro Machines, Irish Spring, and at the time, the girl one.
What about me, Magnus? What about me? I can help.
What's Blur even saying? Can we slow that down?
Destroy the child.
Meanwhile, Blaster and Perceptor try to get a signal out as the cassettes start attacking each other.
We're really taking a pounding.
Pop quiz, which one's the red one? A, Frenzy, B, Rumble? Both. The blue one was in your head all along. Thanks, animation errors. Massive bugs getting smashed, Devastator breaking walls, big lizards falling from the sky. I'm gonna say it, Ohio's looking better.
He's in the walls.
Finally, help arrives.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Optimus, you turn around right now. You don't want to be here. Go! Optimus runs through Decepticons like John Wick when his goldfish dies, so that Megatron and Optimus can say the famous back-and-forth lines.
It's over, Megatron. I have the high ground.
You underestimate my power!
Don't try it.
Hot Rod rushes in and... Am I missing something here? Everyone keeps telling me that Hot Rod killed Optimus Prime, but he was rushing in to help. So, what did everyone else see?
I have the gun. Now, you shall fall!
Hot Rod, you saved me. Ah!
There we go. The perfect crime.
You didn't see anything.
Optimus gets shot a bunch, and it seems Megatron has the high ground.
Nope.
Until Optimus whacks him off the side within Starscream kicking distance. So the cons retreat while the Autobots do what they can for Optimus Prime, ignoring the loss of everyone else. You know, this scene is a big deal, but it doesn't hit as hard anymore. I mean, he's died, he's come back multiple times, and after 40 years, they still make toys like nothing happened. I mean, watching the scene for the first time, it's like an uncle died right in front of you. But it does have some impact, especially watching him pass the Matrix only for Hot Rod's greasy nubs to grab it.
Dead.
Maybe it's just me. Optimus Prime feels more like an American icon, so I'm curious what they think.
Well, I'll say this.
Oh, who asked? Well, 26 minutes in, time for Starscream to dump Megatron's carcass.
I still fuck.
As Megatron's used, the Decepticons argue who should be commander, but come on, only one guy can pull off that cape.
I make this look good.
The scrap Decepticons are done for, as they float to Unicron like fish food. Look, I know Unicron's a big guy, but he can't be everywhere all at once. So we need, what, some sort of Unicron squad?
Megatron and your soldiers, you will work under my will as Galvatron, Cyclonus, and a funny little rat.
Wait, why the rat?
He's funny. Look at him. He's dancing. He's putting his whole back into it. Now go.
Yeah, let's go kill Optimus Prime! Oh wait, we did that already.
Galvatron might have a new job, but he's got some unfinished business to deal with. Starscream has a whole coronation because that bitch needs to show off. Wait a minute, Thundercracker, Skywarp, Insecticons? Aren't those the same guys that became Cyclonus, Scourge, and the Scourgettes? You know, sometimes you just need to take toxic people out of your life.
I'm gonna say a swear word.
This is bad comedy.
Galvatron's taking command of the Decepticons, Prime is dead. Everything's a disaster. Hell, Unicron's eating the moon and it's not even phasing me.
It isn't even dented. Oh, shit. What are we gonna do now?
Look, I get it's the 80s, I'm obviously hip, but you can't just swear, this isn't the Goonies. Galvatron gets an evil red migraine while the Autobots plan to fire off into space to punish Spike for saying something naughty. And at this point, the movie has become Empire. You got the bulk of the secondary characters chased by the main villain, the main hero with some other guy on their own adventure, maybe in the swamp, and some guy you met with who might be a bad guy, but turns out to be a good guy. Also a good guy blown into parts and rebuilt. All it's missing is a Who's Your Daddy scene. Oh, and there's an annoying droid. You know, Spike gets a pretty good costume, but I'd imagine when he transforms, his limbs just turn into mush, and at that risk, I'd rather just get the ones from Universal. After an attack that splits the teams, Hot Rod rescues Cup from the evil sea monster Melissa McCarthy. Cup is damaged, but repaired just in time to go to court for tax evasion. Oh gee, this looks good. I wonder if they'll get a fair trial.
Innocent.
That's politics for you. Into the toilet.
Flush them down the toilet.
Excuse me!
Thanks to 80's music and the Dinobots crashing the party, they stump the Guppies and plan to regroup with the others. Meanwhile, the Decepticons find the B-Team to retrieve the Matrix on a planet filled with junk.
Wow, it's an overused joke about New Jersey! Oh, I stepped on a syringe.
Magnus tries to open the Matrix, but he never got taught manners, so he has no idea what the magic word is.
Blows up pancakes with mine.
Well, he blew up so fast, you think Bay directed it. Again, grieving is short since the gang gets tangled with locals, led by Wreck-Gar.
I'm the trash man.
After a few kicks, bruises, and the net, Hot Rod and Cup are able to settle them down with some fancy words.
Did you know?
Just like Lego, they rebuild Magnus and join the fight, hopefully before Galvatron gets hopelessly bored. Oh, they're too late! In robot form, Unicron has a tantrum like a Karen in the park, so he deserves a dino spanking. Meanwhile, the Autobots enter Unicron using his 1-800 contacts, where Hot Rod battles Galvatron and Spike is found, about to be melted.
Daniel, do something!
I can't. You said a naughty word.
What the Dirty.
Look, I know he's trying to rip his head off, but it looks like he's choking an alien robot in space. How?
How the daddy?
What?
You know, wouldn't it be cool if the young bot didn't happen to be the chosen one this time? Anyway. You got the touch! Hot Rod finally takes the mantle and becomes Rodimus Prime. which leads me to think that Magnus was just being pranked even when Prime was dying. Rodimus lights their darkest hour, the Autobots escape, Unicron kablooies, and the Autobots drink to Season 3. So with all that said and done, what are my thoughts on the film? Well, for one thing, the visuals are fantastic. It's certainly an 80s film, but the artwork, backdrops, and shading shows the budget went higher than any episode of the show. I like a lot of the characters, but I think the issue is how alienated people felt. Imagine hearing a movie based on your favorite characters just to see most of them being killed off. I get it was to sell new toys, but we couldn't just shift focus without all the murder. Then again, with all the toys we get now, I don't think it matters that much anymore. They sold a dead Prime. I think we can laugh about it now. In any case, I think this is a pinpoint in the Transformers franchise that anyone needs to witness. Every once in a while, I'll come back with a new understanding or discovery. If you don't cry over spilled primes, check it out. And with that, there's my 500th review. I appreciate everyone for tuning in to any one of the videos, and I hope to continue to entertain people as much as I can. And with that, like the movie says, Ba weep, grana weep, ninny bong, or whatever that is.